Hello everyone, today I'm going to do unboxing, setup and first impression of the Etekcity infrared thermometer. The model of this one is Laser Grip 1022D. I purchased this on Amazon, retails for $36, I paid $22 on sale. The reason I choose this one is because it is dual laser. Not sure if it matters really, but if I had the option and it was the same price, I decided to go with that one. Now let's go over the box first and then we'll do the unboxing. Now on the front of the box we can see it has some paperwork. On the side we can see all those buttons that I will show once I open it. And then back of the box is where all the info is. And as I mentioned, it is Laser Grip 1022D. That's the model number, the infrared thermometer. And then this is the temperature that is supposed to do. And you know, all this seems a bit crazy. It goes minus 58 F to 10,022 F. Probably that's where they got the model number. And then it goes minus 50 Celsius to 550 Celsius. Those are some crazy temperatures. I don't think anybody's gonna get a chance to test those temperatures, at least I don't think. But this one has secure grip, long range laser, display backlight, and precise results. And here's a little bit more info if you guys want to pause that, if you want to check all of this. But let's open it and see what comes inside and how it looks. Let's see if we can open this. It's so nice that I don't need a knife to open one of these plastic things. Sometimes you need a knife or scissors and it gets messy. Let me just take this thing out first. And first thing first, we got the little paperwork, probably setup guide. And yeah, it is a setup guide, pretty big. And it's all English, there's no other language. Yes, it's all in English. So you got the warranty, you got the setup guide, you got pretty much everything. If I have any problems, I'm gonna read that. But let's see the next thing that it comes with. Oh, this is just their company, if we wanna email them about something, but we're not gonna need that. And here we go, nothing else inside the box. Let's put that on the side. Here it says battery inside, remove plastic wrap from battery before use. So we just pull it out, I'm gonna assume, or maybe not. Maybe with the, oh, there we go. So you just open it. I was trying to pull the bottom, but you just open it this way and make sure you don't break this. Then we're gonna pull it out. And it uses 9-volt battery. There we go. And then there's another plastic. Actually, it's all inside the plastic. Let me see if I can just do it without the knife. Yeah, wow, I didn't make it. Hold on. I guess I will need the knife. Let me just do a little cut here. There we go. Much easier. All right, so let's pull this on and then we're gonna small with the big and big with the small. All right, we got it in. Now we just pop it back in. There we go. Now we close the door. Decided to read the startup guide a little bit to get myself familiar with the buttons before I start using it. So the back of this unit is made of this material. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's a mix of rubber and plastic and it feels really nice. And the trigger also has the same material that's used on the back. Rest of this is all plastic. Now on the front, we have 2 holes for the dual lasers. And if we flip it to this side, we'll see the distance. This is recommended distance at which this temperature gun should be used. Now, I forgot to mention, this isn't for the human. So this isn't something you use to measure temperature for, you know, signs of COVID or anything like that. So you shouldn't buy this for that. There's different temperature guns for that. This is mostly for industrial. You can even use this in kitchen, which I will go a little bit later, but this isn't for human use. And as I was gonna say, this is the distance at which it should be used, and they recommend using it at 15.7 inches, 15.7 to 18 inches. So about foot to foot and a half. And now let's turn it on and see what these buttons do before we start using it. All we have to do is press the trigger, and now the button on top is the backlight. Now it's hard to see it on the camera. I'm sure you see the blue light, but I'm gonna turn it off because it's really hard to see it in the camera. I think this looks much better without the light. Now on the left side, we have the Celsius and F, and it's also a down button. So I'll show you guys that in a bit, but let's change it to Celsius, and now we're gonna go back. I'm gonna use it in this mode since it's what we use here in USA. Now on the right side, this button is for the laser pointer if we want it on or off. I believe that's what it is, which I will test in a little bit. Now we have the mode, and it gives us EMS. Now what EMS is, emissivity. Now on the chart, now in the menu, it does give you emissivity chart, which will give you different numbers for different surfaces. For example, for if you want to measure the temperature of something that's aluminum, you're going to use 0.3, or if it's polished, 0.0002 to 0.04. Brass, we got gold is 0.01 to 0.0110. And then there's a few different surfaces that we can use. For example, water would be 0.93. We got the ice at 0.96 to 0.98. So if you want to get a really good measurements and you need them to be absolutely correct, this is what you're going to use for that emissivity. And once we press that, let me turn it on. So once we press that, we're going to go up and down with the buttons left and right. So that's how you adjust that. Now let's test the temperature of something and see how this works. All right, to use it, you just press the trigger. Now let me show you one thing, is once we actually press the trigger, you will see two laser spots. So once they all form into one laser, that's the perfect distance you should be using this thing for. So right now we're just measuring the temperature of my wall, 81.8 degrees. Now let's try my Mac Mini, 88.7, 88.8. Another cool thing you can use it on is your evaporative cooler. So we're getting 78.6. And now let's try it with the cold feature, 71 degrees. We can also use that on our fridge. So let's see the temperature of the eggs, 48.2. We got 37 on the filter. Let's see the temperature of the salsa, 40.8. And now we can just see the temperature of the fridge, which is between 38 to 39. Now let's check a freezer. We got minus 13, minus 16, minus 15. Now you can use this thing for different varieties. You can use it for kitchen. For example, you can measure the temperature of the oil. You can measure the temperature of the fridge, items in the fridge or freezer. You can also use it for AC to see how cold your AC blows. You can use it on as I use that on evaporative coolers, which use water to cool the air. So you can see if it actually works, and it does, you know, it gives you a few degrees colder. Now the question is it worth it? And I would say yes, especially if you have a house, you're probably gonna find use for this. So that's it. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in comments. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching.